Hey guys, Christina here, and today I wanted to share a look at and a review of a resource I used with my 13-year-old last school year, which is this book here, The Fallacy Detective, 38 Lessons on How to Recognize Bad Reasoning. This is by Nathaniel and Hans Bludorn. I hope I'm saying that right. So I'm going to turn the camera around and give you a look inside, and then I'll come back and share our thoughts on it. So this is what the book looks like. It's a soft cover, not thick. This is the back cover. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind blowing. It's a beautiful summer day here. Hopefully you don't get too much of that wind. But here's what the book looks like. So here's the table of contents. So there's an introduction, the inquiring mind, avoiding the question, making assumptions, statistical fallacies, propaganda, detective game, fallacy detective game, and then the answer key. Now this has comics all throughout, which makes it a little more interesting, but then each section is broken up. So this kind of shows you what it looks like, and then there's an exercise at the end. And so at the end of every chapter, there's an exercise. So here's the start of this one. Here's the exercise. Here's the start of this one. Here's the exercise. So each one is quite short. And then there's the exercise here. They do have, like I said, comics all throughout. They have an answer key at the back here. This is the answer key. And then they have a game as well. Right here. Game rules. So how many pages is it? 260 odd pages. So it's pretty thick, but that's what it looks like. So my son actually ended up reading this book twice. He read it last summer in like one day before school started, and he was in grade 8 last year. And then he read it again this summer because I had wanted to have a chance to go through and do those questions with him. And I had not finished reading the book, so I wanted to finish reading it with him. I ended up only getting maybe about 3/4 of the way through, and then he ended up finishing it on his own. And that was for a few reasons. I think I definitely need to finish reading it. I think it has some great information in it, and while it is helpful, of course, to recognize fallacies, it's a little confusing and a little overwhelming. And maybe it's just me and my son, the way our brains work. I just found it just a little too much. It's also very American focused. So if you're Canadian like me or anywhere outside the US, there's some references that I got but my son didn't, and there's some that I didn't get either because I'm not American, I don't know. And there's some places in here where the two authors, I believe they're two brothers, disagree. Like it will give an example and it will ask you which fallacy is this, and they'll actually disagree on it, which was a little, I guess it could be seen different ways maybe. I don't know, I found it a little confusing. So I think I'm definitely gonna have my kids, the next 4, read it at some point and maybe have more of a discussion with me and maybe go through it a little bit slower. I just feel like it's a lot to remember and to memorize. And the questions are kind of, some are really silly, some are just not clear. So yeah, like it's a good resource. I'm glad we used it. We'll continue to use it, but I think we're going to use it in a different way. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. So hopefully that makes sense. And this was the workbook edition. They have a different edition as well. I wonder if it says. It doesn't say on here what the other one is. It does say on the back it's for ages 12 through adult. So just to give you an age range for it. But good critical thinking skills, good skills you learn to kind of recognize and to think about what people are saying a little more or what you're seeing. But yeah, that's kind of my review of it. I asked my son if he had anything to add to it, and he didn't. He kind of felt the same way. Interesting, but a little too much and a little confusing. So let me know in the comment section down below if you have used this book, and if you like it and how you used it, if you did like it specifically, but how you use it, because I'm wondering if there's maybe a different way I could use it. Anyways, regardless, that's my look at and review of The Fallacy Detective. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I hope this finds you having a great day. Take care.